Last month was jam-packed with great games, and October is showing no signs of slowing up. We've got a few new AAA releases as well as a remake of one of the best horror series to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm your host Morgan, and these are some of the best games releasing in October. Kicking things off for the month is Throne and Liberty, a traditional MMO offering large-scale content. Some of the many features coming with this one are open world events, dungeons, castle sieges, and boss challenges. It also boasts the ability to handle massive player count, offering some of the biggest PvP wars with little to no lag. One of the really nice features that was added recently is the ability to customize skills. This grants players more granular control of how your skills operate, completely changing the way the builds perform. If you've been hunting for a new MMO, Throne and Liberty will be releasing on PC October 1st. 1 week after that, we'll be getting Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. With this new expansion comes a whole new zone called Nahantu, as well as a brand new class called Spiritborn. This class allows players to acquire 4 different spirits, each with their own fighting style. You can either invest all your points into one spirit, or mix and match to create a versatile build for all situations. Outside of the new class, mercenaries will be making their debut. These are allies that you can recruit to your team and grow in level with you. Finally, there will be a new dungeon called Dark Citadel, and this will require players to work together. If you're looking to explore the lands of Nahantu, Vessel of Hatred will be releasing to all platforms other than Switch on October 8th. On the same day, we're getting the Silent Hill 2 remake. This is one I'm particularly excited for, as I really enjoyed the Silent Hill games, and this was probably the best one. In this one, you play as James, who's recently returned back to Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his late wife. The gameplay seems to vary a bit from the original, offering a new camera perspective and more Resident Evil vibes with the combat system. Another major change is in the overall size of the game. They've increased the map size and added the ability to explore more buildings. Seems like they've really put a lot of effort, even going so far as to bring back the original creature creator. If you're looking to venture back into the fog, Silent Hill 2 will be releasing on PC and PS5 October 8th. 3 days later, we'll be getting Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This time around, they've returned to the original gameplay from the Budokai Tenkaichi days. You'll be able to play through the main story of the game from 8 different character perspectives, meaning there's lots of replayability, and you can either follow along with the show or branch out with your own choices that will change the story. One of the really interesting aspects of the game is the custom battles, where you can create your own scenarios to play out or share with others. With 182 characters for you to unlock, this is shaping up to be the biggest Dragon Ball game we've seen. If you're looking to raise your power levels, Sparking Zero will be releasing to all major platforms other than Switch on October 11th. Also on the same day is Metaphor Refantazio, a turn-based role-playing game from the same studio behind the Persona series. The setting of this one takes place in the United Kingdom of Icronia, which recently lost its king to an assassination. Your role in all of this is to help the new crown prince lift a curse while participating in a royal tournament. The combat in the game looks fantastic. It provides a mixture of action and turn-based with a hybrid system unlike any game we've played. Also, the visuals of the game are looking fantastic, which is exactly what we would expect from the creators of Persona. If you're looking to explore a whole new landscape, Metaphor Refantazio will be releasing on all platforms other than Switch on October 11th. 6 days later, we're getting Super Mario Party Jamboree. This one will offer 5 new game boards and feature 2 previous boards, one from the original Mario Party and one from Mario Party 2. It'll feature over 110 mini-games for you to test your skills at button mashing and coordination. As this is a party game, you'll be able to play with up to 4 players locally. And if you don't have any friends around the house to play, you can always go online and participate in the 20-player Koopathon. These games are a lot of fun, and if you haven't played one before, you should definitely give it a shot. If you're looking to prove you're the ultimate button masher, Super Mario Party Jamboree will be releasing on the Switch October 17th. On the next day, we're getting Unknown 9 Awakening. This one is a soul-snatching action-adventure game taking place in the 19th century. You play as Haruna, who was born with psychic powers that allow her to travel into the mysterious dimension that overlaps our own. This is what grants her unique powers such as enemy control, invisibility, and the ability to pull souls from bodies. It's a rather intriguing title with even more interesting world building, as they plan to soon release a comic series, podcast, and novel to further expand the lore. If you're looking to help Haruna seek knowledge and power, Unknown 9 will be releasing to all major platforms other than Switch on October 18th. 3 days after that, we're getting Worshippers of Cthulhu, a colony sim with an eldritch horror theme. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to lead a cult of worshippers to awaken a god and reshape the world, Well, this might be the game you've been looking for. You'll need to lead a city of followers to either toil, conquer, or devote their lives to dark rituals, all in the hopes of awakening Cthulhu. This is for sure the most interesting city builder that I've ever seen in both story and style, as it's filled with various elements from the Lovecraft universe. If you're up for converting the masses, Worshippers of Cthulhu will be releasing on PC October 21st. 4 days later, we'll be getting Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which looks to be a much more fleshed out title than the previous entry of the series. This time around, players should expect a full campaign that takes place in the early 90s following the events of the Cold War. It's during this time that a mysterious force has begun infiltrating the CIA and many operatives have been forced to go rogue. It looks pretty interesting, and based off the description, players should expect a spy thriller. As for the multiplayer portion of the game, they've added 16 new maps and have brought back round-based zombies. They've also implemented a new form of movement called Omni Movement. This will allow players movement in any direction, rather running, sliding, or diving, which will probably lead to a lot more crazy kills once mastered. If you're looking to pick up Black Ops 6, it'll be releasing on all platforms other than Switch October 25th. Shortly after that, we'll be getting Life is Strange Double Exposure. The latest entry in the Life is Strange series will have you back in the role of Max Caulfield as she shifts between timelines in order to prevent the murder of her friend. If you haven't played any of the previous Life is Strange games before, they're very story-driven. It's also the kind of game where you'll be making choices every step of the way that directly affect how things unfold. Personally, I love these types of games, and I'm looking forward to checking this one out. If you're interested in helping Max prevent the loss of her best friend, you'll be able to pick this one up on all major platforms October 29th. 2 days after that, we're getting Dragon Age: The Veilguard, which appears to be changing directions from its predecessors. The premise behind the game is that the world of Thaddeus needs a new leader to reshape its fate. This is where you come in to take on that role and bring light in the time of darkness. Some of the features include an in-depth character customization system with 4 different lineages and 6 factions. The choices you make here will impact how certain conversations go in the game. As yes, this is a game where all the choices you make matter, which is something I always enjoy. Finally, there's the companions who can assist you in your battle, or with companionship, as there's also a romance option. If you're looking to venture into the Veilguard, it's currently set to release on all platforms other than Switch on October 31st. On the same day, we're also getting Redacted, a fast-paced isometric roguelike shooter. This one is coming to us from the same team behind the Callisto Protocol, and as you can see, it's a far departure from their previous title. The game takes place in a state-of-the-art penitentiary located on Jupiter's icy moon Callisto. It's currently been overrun by hordes of infected inmates, and your job is to make it to an escape pod. When you die in the game, you'll be sent to the armory where you can purchase new permanent weapons and armor, which can be used to make loadouts. However, be warned that when you die, your previous corpse becomes part of the horde and is equipped with your previous loadout. It's a pretty interesting twist and creates a new challenge for you to overcome. If you're up for taking the last shuttle home, Redacted will be releasing to all platforms other than Switch on October 31st. That's gonna wrap things up for this month. If you plan on picking up any of these games, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. Or is there something else that you've got your eye on? Feel free to drop those down there as well. And if you enjoyed this video, we would appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button and be sure you're subscribing. That way you stay up to date with all of our future videos. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.